kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw is Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Jones breaking from the contact. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, Clipper, Clipper.
3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 43 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Cook. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Reach in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run it with McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here again is McKinnon. Runs through the contact. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now come the Vikings. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, receiver.